Okay. So here it is. Been thinking about this a lot. Normally I don't do this type of thing, but first and foremost, my thoughts and prayers go out to the officers and their families devastated in the shootings the other day in Baton Rouge. Having said that, I'm getting sick and tired of turning on my TV or looking at my social media and seeing the outrage and protests by unintelligible jackasses, from small neighborhoods all the way up to fucking Jesse Jackson. Yes, Black Lives Matter, but for that matter, so do all lives. We in this country cannot tolerate the hatefulness of the rhetoric of the Black Lives Matter movement, nor the new Black Panther Party. And I would be saying this if it was the KKK saying all this shit. We can't tolerate this hatred in our country. We have far more worse things to worry about. Now, I do applaud those that do peaceful protests for the Black Lives Matter movement. But why does it have to be Black Lives or White Lives? I think the hashtag should be All Lives Matter. Yours, mine, theirs, blacks, whites, Hispanics, Asians, all ethnicities, races, colors, creeds, sexes, professions. Cops are people too. Now, I'm not going to say there aren't bad ones. There are those that I'm sure are rotten apples. But it is not up to us as individuals to decide which of these officers are or are not corrupt. You know, growing up, I was once told that any wrong or sins we do in this life, no matter whether you believe in a God, multiple gods, a pantheon of gods, as it were, we'll all pay for our sins someday, as I'm sure these corrupt officers will. Not every police officer involved shooting is racially motivated. Yes, some have been, but not all of them have been. My thoughts on this are simple. If you're a criminal, been to jail or not, but if you're a criminal, you have a criminal record, the law states you're not supposed to have a gun. Cop finds you with a gun, he's going to draw his gun. You move too quick, you'll get shot. Simply put, don't be a dumbass. If you got a criminal record, don't be carrying a fucking gun. And if you're carrying a gun, criminal record or not, concealed, open carry, permitted. It's as simple as this. You get pulled over, you get stopped by a cop, whether you're in a car or walking, doesn't matter. Cop approaches you, simply let them know you are carrying a weapon. Keep your hands where they can see them. No fast movements. It's common fucking sense. Problem with our country is it's lacking in the common sense area. Now, those of you that see this, you're going to leave negative comments. Whatever, I don't care. It's my thoughts, my opinions, everybody has them. If you're on my friends list and you see this, if you don't like it, fine. If you like it, cool. If If you unfriend me, it's whatever. But my theory on that is if you're my friend, you already know who I am, what I'm about. You know that I'm unapologetic. I'm going to say what I feel. If you can't accept me for who I am, we're really not friends at all, are we? It's not a true friendship. So again, I employ anybody and everybody who sees this. I don't know how far wide it'll go. It's not my intent for it to reach the entire nation. Just be smart. Stop being stupid. Stop. Stop spinning the revolving door of hate. Hate is a terrible cycle. But like all cycles, it can be broken. You know, there's an old logic that says that hate begets hate. Violence begets violence. And I believe it was, Will Smith quoted it in a song that he did. If you have hate in your heart, and I'm paraphrasing, but if you have hate in your heart, it will consume you. It will consume your entirety, your heart, your soul, everything about you. So again, just use your common sense if you want a gun. Respect those around you. Respect your fellow human beings. We're not our color. I'm not white. If you're watching this and you're not the same color as me, I don't care. You're not black. You're not Asian. You're not Hispanic. I'm not white. Nobody else who's watching this is white. We are all simply human beings. And as human beings, the only way we will ever change this world is if we stop. And I mean stop seeing the color of a person's skin. Put blinders on for a fucking change, people. Don't see the person standing next to you or down the street or across the street. Don't just look at them and see their color. There's much more to us all than just the color of our skin. Get to know your neighbor. And I don't mean the person next door. I mean, if you're on the fucking bus watching this, turn and get to know the person next to you or across from you. If you're on a train, get to know the person next to you or near you. Get to start knowing your neighbors. Start loving unconditionally. Stop spewing negative, hateful rhetoric. We need to come together as a nation. This is the type of shit that our enemies see from the outside, and to them it makes us weak. And they're right. It does. Once we start turning on each other in this nation and attacking each other in this nation, citizen on citizen crime, citizen on police crime, it makes us weak as a nation. You want to make America great again? It's not going to matter who you vote for in the presidency. What's going to make America great again is when we start coming together as human beings. When we start coming together as a nation and stop the violence on each other in this nation to protect this nation. That's what will make us great again. Once again, my thoughts, my prayers, my heart go out to the families and the officers in Baton Rouge that were devastated by the attacks the other day. These men and women put their lives on the line for every individual citizen in their communities. to protect and serve. Stop blaming the mass that is the law enforcement community for the actions of a few irresponsible, dumbass, non-common sense having police officers. Because there are those officers that, again, go out there. They put that uniform on in the morning or at night, whenever their shift is. They have a family, they kiss them goodbye. Their mother, their father, their wife, their children. They go to work with every hope and aspiration of coming home safe and sound. But they also know in the back of their minds that that may not happen. But they go out there and they put their lives on the line to protect us everyday ordinary citizens. They are also our neighbors. Love your neighbors. If you see this, please be inspired to, instead of showing hatred toward our men and women in the uniform in law enforcement, instead let it inspire love. Walk up to them, thank them for the job that they do that keeps you safe in your community. Give them a hug, shake their hand, let them know that there are those of us that appreciate everything they do. Now, I'm just a nobody that lives in Nowheresville. But then again, we're all nobodies. Imagine if you think about the movements out there. All these people were nobodies at one point, but they got noticed for their hatred. So how about all of us nobodies that feel the way I do, that truly want to make this nation great again? If we all stand together, and we say to these people, the KKK, the Black Panther Party movement, any and all jackholes that want to spread hate, and say, you know what? No, we're not going to allow that. We're going to spread the message of love because we want to make this nation great again. Again, forget who's going to be in the fucking White House in November. That doesn't fucking matter. Our politicians, our presidents, they don't make this country great. Read the Constitution sometimes. This country was created for the people, by the people. I'm the people, you're the people. Our politicians work for us. It's where our taxes go to. Politicians will not make this country great again. We, as citizens, guaranteed by the Constitution that our federal government and our politicians will listen to us because this country was founded, again, for the people, by the people. Let's stand as a people, united by love. Let's make this nation great again. Let's stop the hate. Let's stop the stupidity. If you're watching this and you see this, I wish you all the best. I have nothing but love in my heart for all of my fellow human beings. Spread the love, people. Spread the love.